So it's getting to the end of the second day, and this is a game that I personally am really looking forward to. Nice. Sniper Ghost Warrior 3, and the reason is... well, actually, you can explain. Where is this game set?
It's set in modern-day Georgia in Eastern Europe. It's kind of a fictional conflict where a large separatist cell has taken over the entire region, and our main character, John North, is sent to stop them from spreading, from taking over the entire country. But that is kind of like our official agenda. Privately, we're also searching for our brother, Robert North, who has been abducted, and he's been last sighted in this region. We want to find out what happened to him and get him safely back home.
So the reason this appeals to me is because I'm actually Georgian. So I am going to be testing the geographical accuracy of this game when I get around to playing like the full game. It's one of those things where you hear that Georgia is in something, and I'm like, well, you can't not watch the movie, or you can't not buy the game, right?
That's actually part of the reason why we chose Georgia, because not only does it have this really cool, kind of exotic look to it, but it's very underutilized in popular media, like in video games or movies. So, we thought it would be something cool, something new to see.
So how did you do your research on I'm assuming you guys went out to Georgia and sort of...
Yeah, we had some people go out to Georgia, bring back pictures, stories.
Drink a lot of wine, by any chance?
I guess. They didn't share those stories. Anyway, that, and we talked to a couple people who are native Georgians, and obviously the classic Wikipedia research.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
So Georgia is great and all, but this is a game about sniping, and there is a scary level of accuracy to that. Did you just go to a range one day and see what happened, or?
Well, that too. But there was actually a couple stages. First of all, this is our third sniper game.
Yes.
So we kind of knew what we were getting into from the get-go. But also we did go to a sniper range and shoot actual rifles. And we had snipers come into the office with sniper rifles telling us about how the rifle works, how a sniper should handle such rifle, about the ballistics, about everything related to shooting, about the clothing even.
Yeah.
So it was super detailed, and we put a lot of this into the game.
There is an amazing level of depth in this game. Everything, like from the bullets, right? You can really refine the way the bullets work. You can have like explosive rounds and regular bullets, armor-piercing bullets. How do you sort of put all those mechanics in without having something that's extremely overpowered?
Well, first of all, every round has its pros and cons. So like an explosive bullet, it's explosive, so it's extremely powerful. Yep. It can destroy a vehicle with one shot. On the other hand, though, it's also very loud. So even if you shoot a silenced weapon, once it explodes, it's going to draw the attention of a lot of people. So, we kind of balance it this way. Everything has to have its pros and cons. Plus, all the special bullets have to be purchased or crafted, and this has a cost.
Yeah. So, it's called Sniper Ghost Warrior 3, right? But have you, especially here, people who are at PCGW are a little bit weird, let's be honest. Have you seen anyone try to do the game without the sniper? I feel like that's for that extra level of difficulty.
It's actually in the title, because the game allows for 3 kind of approaches. Like the sniper is the main one, but you don't have to limit yourself to only sniping. Playing as a ghost, so stealth gameplay and sneaking around, melee takedowns, shooting out lights and staying undetected is just as valid as sniping. And also there's the warrior path. So if you pick up a shotgun or an assault rifle, you can just as well shoot your way out of it, although it's going to be a bit more tricky than what you might be used to from different FPS games, because it's a tactical game. It requires some thinking, some forethought. So you got to have an exit strategy in mind. You got to have equipment that you can use to play as a warrior. You can't just mindlessly run and try to shoot everybody.
And one of those pieces of equipment is that drone, which I'd love to see in real life, right? Because it kind of has this hex thing, and you kind of fold it out. Yeah. It flies off, and it does that recon. How how based in real life is that? Because I feel like that's one of those things where, from a technical point of view, people see drones and see them as toys. How close to real life is that drone?
I mean, obviously, due to it being a video game, we had to make a few, let's call it, make it easier.
Yes.
So the drone is small. You don't have to, lug it in a huge case with you. You can just take it out of your pocket or your belt and fly it out, which is technically, a bit of an artistic license because the technology is not there yet.
Yeah.
But using surveillance to see where your targets are and marking them, that's very much grounded in what can be done in actual life.
Brilliant. Can we take should we take a quick play? Do you want to?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. But we have, I think, Tom, if you come this way, let's very, very quickly.
It's actually going to load up first, and then we're going to see a tutorial video.
Yep.
Explaining the basic mechanics.
So the shooting mechanics in this are truly amazing.
Thanks.
In the sense that you have to you refine the scope. You then have to correct the wind. Mm-hmm. It's very in depth. What was the process of getting that refined?
Well, first of all, we didn't want to make it too easy, right? We don't have something of a red dot reticle which tells you exactly, hey, your bullet's going to land here, because that kind of kills this skill-based approach that is kind of required from a sniper. Right now we see in the video, you can zoom in,
Yep.
then you see the distance, and you set your scope elevation to the target distance. That's going to combat gravity and show you the wind influence.
Yeah.
So how much the bullet is actually going to be pulled sideways. And you're not going to see a red dot showing you, hey, so you got to aim to the left. You just got to extrapolate this to your scope and offset your aim. So a 400-meter shot, you see the curve is big. And actually, this was a missed shot.
And what is the most outrageous shot you've seen in this game? They've shot it into the sky and it somehow landed straight on the target.
No, that's very hard to pull off. But I did see a 500-meter shot with two moving targets taken out at the same time.
Wow.
So they were running towards each other, and the bullet penetrated both of them, which is very possible in this game because every bullet has its own pierceability, and the surfaces in the game, so this concrete fence has its own pierceability. And depending on what kind of thing... Oh, right now, you got two guys. So the flesh is obviously very soft, and you can pierce it with a bullet. But yeah, if you equip proper armor-piercing bullets, you can easily shoot through cover. Like that guy.
And that's... you're gone, mate, in that situation. And, yeah, that's cool. So if we just wait for this to play out, we can... It's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, the game's coming out April 4th, all the platforms, and all the Day 1 editions on all platforms are going to have Season Pass content. So, 2 story expansions, one of them coming out Day 1, one of them coming out later this year. They're going to have extra weapons, an extra vehicle that you can use in the game, and it's all free.
And what was, from a development point of view, what was the hardest part to get right?
I guess balancing between the long-distance combat and the short-distance combat. So, you have a location like that and you have a target. And how do you create this mission? How do you create this location that lets you approach it both as a sniper and a ghost? And I think we did a pretty good job in that. Hopefully, when a game comes out, people are gonna love it.
So on the subject of the game coming out, where do they? So you said April 4th.
April 4th.
Where do they go to find out more information? What's the website?
It's sniperghostwarrior3.com, or you can search for the hashtag SGW3 or Sniper Game, and visit our social media channels. Stay tuned for more. We're putting out a lot of gameplay content out there, so it's a good way to see the game before purchasing.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.